Sometimes we wonder what some people are doing in our lives. What is my wife doing in my life? My husband, my children, my parents, my teacher, my boss, my banker. But there's a reason why God has brought those people into your life. And that's what this second point is about. The scripture says in verse 26 and verse 27, "Now an angel of the Lord said to Philip, go south to the road, the desert road that goes down from Jerusalem to Gaza." So he started out. As far as we know, he didn't know why he was going there. But he was there when the Ethiopian eunuch came along in his chariot. Why those two men? The Ethiopian eunuch was someone who was not allowed to even enter the outer courts of the temple because he was mutilated. If you want to know about it, just turn to Deuteronomy chapter 23, verse 1, and you'll see why. He was a person who was a foreigner. He wouldn't be readily accepted by the people in Jerusalem, particularly the Jewish people that were religious. So what did God do? He spoke to Philip. Philip was a Jewish person, but he had a Greek name. And he was working amongst the Samaritans. The Samaritans were people who had been conquered by their enemies and intermarried with them, and thus to the Jews were people that we don't have anything to do with. And yet Philip was there. He was the perfect person to go and speak to the Ethiopian eunuch. I've had people in my life that were Philips to me. I'm going to call them by name because they're real to me. Brian Johnson, who brought me to Sunday school. And then Bill Leascheid, who in the last year of my high school, especially the last 2 or 3 months, counseled me about where I needed to go and what I needed to do, and I listened to him. And then there was a man by the name of Eugene Harder who whipped through my life just so fast, and he said something on the way, and it changed my life. And then there was Dr. Pickford. I've already told you about him, I believe. And he said about 5, 6 words to me, and they changed my life. God sends people into our lives. He sent my wife. We have been partners for over 40 years, and she has blessed me with all that she brought to our relationship. There's a reason for the people in your life. There's a reason while they are there. Remember that King David sinned against the Lord by adultery and murder. And God said to Nathan the prophet, go and talk to David. And so he showed up, sat down with David, told David a little story. And David took the bait, remember? And then Nathan stuck out his bony finger and said, you are the man. And it was just the right person at the right time. And there's somebody like that for you. Right now, maybe. And you're thinking to yourself, what is this person doing here in my life? Get out of my face. But God sent that person for a reason. He sent that person to meet with you and to change your life. And through that person's ministry to you by God, who sent him, you will make a new start at life. Are you teachable? Are you ready to listen to somebody who has something to say to you?